A brief note on Enemy Mine. That's Enemy Mine. Science fiction movie with Dennis Quaid in the leading role. He's a human who meets a druk, which incidentally means the devil in our language. It's not spelled with a K like in this feature, but that's what it means. The uncle, let's call him uncle because that's how he will be known for quite a while, especially in the second part of the film. The uncle becomes a good friend of this alien. By the way, they meet not here on Earth but on some other planet far, far away. Quite different. They placed some bombs on a very rough surface of this thing. As for Moth, he has again something peculiar. The eyes recall the eyes of a reptile, a dinosaur, as I've seen them represented anyway. And they only have 3 fingers. At one point, his, let's call him nephew, would ask about that. So after some disputes, even some fights, the druk and the uncle start sharing information, traditions, genealogy, and our fellow human being learns the language. In fact, to anticipate at one point, the fact that he talks it would be somehow used against it by his, let's call them enemies, those who feel he's crossed to the other side. He's with the enemy, he's a traitor now. And they have to face trauma and adversity. There some meteorite rains or something like that, and they have to make the effort to escape. However, the friend, Enemy Mine, is in fact a friend. So as some critics pointed out, this is a film about friendship, about transcending to the other one. In fact, there's one critic, I forgot from what publication, who says this is one of the best science fiction movies for him. Might be. I'm not overwhelmed, but yes, I can see it has many good moments. There are cliches, and there is a sense of deja vu when they fight, when he's trying to save his nephew, aka adopted son, we could consider him. But otherwise, there is something perennial. There are some fundamental feelings. There is a moral to this film, which is thought-provoking and endearing many times. However, the friend dies. There is some dark, morbid humor. Don't die. I'll be alone here. It's like, don't die for me. Never mind your ceasing to exist. Think about me. What will I do here alone on this goddamn forbidden, God-forgotten place? Termina Enemy Mine, as I said. So, miraculously, shockingly, although Druk says he's not a female, he gives birth to a son, or she, or he and she. There's a different thing there. So with that, we can accept. In the end, it's probably not a miracle, although on some levels it is, but something normal for the Drak. There's a problem here because our hero has to feed, and I was thinking, how will you feed on this place which seems empty? No crops, no animals, nothing there. But they have something. They have, let's say, like pebbles for the dogs. And he's trying hard. The baby, the infant, would not take it. But when he's making, like birds do, actually, these guys once in a while they make a record. Maybe they will show you live the horror of it after they eat some, and then it works. It has to. He's growing like in some of those stories. Which was it? Not Snow White, not Cinderella. Maybe one we have here locally, and I forgot the name even. But the idea in there was that in one day he was growing like others in 7. Same thing with our small guy, small Drak, who is comparing himself with his adoptive father, the uncle. Uncle is calling him. He's sorry he doesn't look like the uncle, like a human being. But he will not be very soon, because curious, restless, at one point he leaves the caves in which he has refuge with his uncle, and he's caught by humans. There are some humans there that use the Draks, the native population, let's say, as slaves. And they abuse him and the others, shoot at the uncle who's trying to rescue, and the uncle ends up on a human space station. And I will leave it at that, because we don't want to speak about it and have this spoil the pleasure of watching the movie for our very, very large audience. I'm just kidding. Select. Very small, but select audience.